Get more on this and speak with our correspondent in Washington, Jane Little. Jane, President Obama has been unsuccessful with his attempts throughout his presidency. Why does he think he can change this now? Why does he think he can close Guantanamo Bay?
Well, I think he's under pressure to be seen to act. Frankly, this hunger strike, which began in February and is the biggest one that we've seen so far, began as an act of desperation. The special envoy charged with closing Guantanamo Bay had been reassigned and not been replaced. And many are saying the men held their stories as the last straw, that they'd been forgotten about, that they were going to be held in what President Obama himself called a legal no man's land in perpetuity. So I think this has, to that extent, been successful so far. It's drawn the media's attention again. It has drawn the president's attention again. It has, of course, mired two successive administrations in major legal problems. It is a very difficult thing to close, but there's also the political will. And many are suggesting that while President Obama, the constitutional law professor, has always consistently opposed Guantanamo Bay and has restated the arguments against it very forcefully today, he's not shown the political will to really take action to force this through. And I think what we heard from him today was that I'm going to re-engage with Congress, that it's really up to Congress to do this. He's always blamed Congress, but we've also heard from critics saying he actually could take more action himself and invest more political capital in this issue.
And I guess the pressure is increasing because now the United Nations Human Rights Commission are saying that the forced feeding of these prisoners contravenes international law. So President Obama is really hearing it from every angle.
He is, and we've also heard from the American Medical Association, the president of which sent a letter to the US Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel saying that it was a violation of medical ethics to force feed mentally competent adults against their will. So there's a lot of pressure on the administration to act here. But there are serious barriers. President Obama does need Congress on side, and we've seen mainly Republicans but also Democrats refusing to spend money on transferring prisoners, saying that some of the so-called high-value detainees, some of whom are connected to the 9/11 attacks or allegedly connected to them, are too much of a security risk to be transferred to the US federal justice system. So there will be serious battles ahead over this.
There will be indeed. Jane Little in Washington, as always, thank you very much.